back out. Let me see it too.
He robs everybody. He's robbed my mom. He's robbed my cousins.
Why he keep telling me to unlock the basement for me? I'm shining my flashlight and it looks like some is leaking from money.
We're trying to track the saw and the origins of it. So you've never seen it.
I don't remember us having anything like that.
It all started on November 29th, 2018. 31-year-old Ashley Regina Marie Young didn't show up to meet her mother. Christine felt it right away. Something was wrong.
But on Friday, I've had that feeling. I've had such a bad feeling. I can't feel my legs. I've been cold. And it's been going on since this.
Ashley grew up in Holland, Michigan, before later moving to Kalamazoo for work. And one thing everyone could count on was this. Ashley always answered her phone.
There are people that she is in contact. As we know, this is a generation of phone attached to things.
Sure is.
My daughter's last communication that I know of from her phone was 5:56.
So when she didn't answer for the entire day, Christine did the only thing she could think to do. She started reaching out to Ashley's friends. Friends and family began searching for her, retracing Ashley's last known steps. The last person known to have seen her was 30-year-old Jared Chance. Ashley's best friend made the nearly 50-mile drive from Kalamazoo to Grand Rapids to check his apartment. No one answered the door, but something else caught her attention: the trash can outside.
Now, when I saw the booth, I got my phone. This is the first video that I took when I got right up to it.
Inside, she noticed a pair of boots, several latex gloves, and an empty bottle of ammonia. Next to it was a large stock pot and a mop, left outside as if someone had recently finished a thorough cleanup.
Instantly, I'm suspicious when I see a huge stock pot and a spray bottle laying outside on the back porch.
None of it made sense. Ashley wasn't the type to go radio silent, and now the last place she was believed to be showed signs of deep cleaning. It wasn't looking good. Jared's downstairs neighbors began watching as Ashley's best friend searched through the trash. She wasn't the first person to show up looking for Jared. Others had already come by asking questions, and now another worried face stood outside his apartment.
He's missing. He's missing. A friend of mine is missing. So last name is him. So we're just trying to figure out where he is. And if anyone has maybe seen him.
No, I haven't seen him. I heard the door close, which is why I looked out my window.
Oh, sorry.
Everything is good. Don't worry about it. Jared, huh?
Everything is good. Yeah.
No, I was just wondering because I seen somebody going to the garbage can.
That's when Mario Nelson started talking.
Just him upstairs, his girlfriend.
What y'all looking for though? They ain't even. What y'all looking for?
They friend. They looking for.
Yeah, we're looking for a friend, a
Who's
receipt
that?
or anything. A girl that's been here with Jared. Heavy set white girl. Her name's Ashley.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that.
Somebody else just came over here.
A whole bunch of people probably did.
Yeah, we don't know nothing about none of that.
Yeah, somebody else just came over here too.
Mario knew Jared had been avoiding people for several days. Mario was only trying to help his neighbor by keeping curious strangers at bay.
He's probably definitely in there. He never answered the door. Like, he sent me a message a couple days ago, like, if somebody come looking for me, don't tell them I ain't here.
Okay. He said that to you?
Yeah, it text message.
Couple of days ago he said that?
Yeah.
Ashley had driven her car to meet Jared on November 28th. Now, the car was missing. Ashley was missing. And Jared was nowhere to be found.
Earlier today, I wanted to go back to Jared's house. I've been driving around Grand Rapids looking for her car. I don't trust Jared. I've known Jared for 20 years, at least. I've known him forever. And as I don't see him doing anything to hurt her, I don't know, because he's on drugs, apparently.
Jared wasn't some random stranger. Most of Ashley's friends knew him since childhood. He was a quiet, sweet kid, but as an adult, he wasn't the same person anymore.
And you said you've known him for...
I've known him since he was a kid. He was friends with my cousin when they were children. I've known him forever. He stayed with us at one point, with me, with Ashley, with my cousins. This was back in like 2011, 12.
And what was his demeanor with Ashley?
That's what I'm saying. Like, and I would never, ever, ever imagine him bringing or allowing any harm to come to her. Like, he genuinely did care about her, and I truly do believe that.
Ashley had always had feelings for Jared, going all the way back to their younger years. She eventually stopped seeing him, not because she met someone else, but because of what Jared did in 2013. He broke into her home, stole her belongings, and sold them. At first, Jared was distant. He was still angry that Ashley had accused him of stealing from her. Ashley apologized, despite believing he was responsible. She forgave him, hoping it would allow them to move forward. That was the first time they saw each other while both were single. They made plans to hang out again on Wednesday, November 28th. Ashley drove to Grand Rapids, where Jared lived alone in the upstairs apartment of a 2-story house. His downstairs neighbor was Mario Nelson. When Ashley arrived that day, Mario was the one to let her in the apartment. The three of them spent time together in Jared's apartment, talking and smoking. The atmosphere was casual. That was the last time Mario Nelson ever saw Ashley young.
I've seen her when like a couple days ago when I went up there. Like, he told me to come up there and smoke with him, so I came up there and she smoked. We smoked. I just remember his white female, kind of chubby.
Okay. And then it was a couple of days ago that you went up there and smoked with him. So
the day she came. I smoked.
Okay.
I was smoked with her, and after that, I ain't see her. I ain't heard from. You know what I'm saying? Like, I seen him.
And it was a couple of days ago that he asked you to help with the car.
Yep.
After spending some time with Mario at the apartment, Ashley and Jared decided to head out. They went to a hookah lounge nearby, just the two of them, finally alone together. After a while, Jared suggested they move on to a pub close by, and the two of them left the hookah lounge together. Security footage made one thing clear. When Ashley walked out of the hookah lounge, her phone was still with her. In fact, Jared briefly left his own phone behind on the table and had to come back for it. After that, they headed to the pub, where they ordered a couple of shots.
Yeah, when she called me at 12:51 when she was at the bar with Jared, and she was outside, he was inside, and she was outside talking to me, and she was just like really nervous, you know, because she really liked him. So she was like, I don't know what to do, I don't even know what to say, and she had told me she had like 3 shots, and she thought about having another one, and she was like, oh, like, I need to go to the store or something, I need to go get something else to drink for later. Because she said that the plan was to go back to his house, that he invited her back to his house.
Not long after, they returned to the hookah lounge again, continuing the night as if nothing was out of the ordinary. Later, after leaving the hookah lounge for the final time, Ashley stopped at a liquor store just 3 minutes from Jared's apartment. It was around 1:30 a.m. on November 29th, and this would become the last confirmed sighting of her. But it wasn't the last time anyone heard from Ashley. At 2:47 a.m., she sent a message to her best friend.
The first one she sent was at 2:47 a.m.
Later that same day, November 29th, Ashley was supposed to meet her mother to co-sign a lease. Ashley never showed up. Christine had never met Jared before and had to get his contact information from one of Ashley's friends. She called him repeatedly, with no response. Finally, she sent him a message. Hello, Jared. My name is Christine Young. I'm looking for my daughter. She was last with you. Is she with you? She needs to contact me. Tell her I'm going to contact the police to do a missing person. It was only after that message that Jared finally responded. He told Christine that Ashley spent the night at his apartment. He also claimed Ashley had lost her phone at the hookah lounge and had gone back the next day to retrieve it on her way to work.
There's everything is in the text messages. He told me he didn't have money to pay it. And when I talked to him verbally, he said he lost his job. Okay, so if you lost your job, then how could you get a pay off your phone bill And would you get a new iPhone? Because he puts in there, this is a new iPhone.
That immediately raised alarms for Christine. She knew her daughter's work schedule, and Ashley wasn't supposed to be working that day. When Christine called Ashley's workplace, they told her Ashley never showed up. Christine called Jared again, demanding to know where her daughter was. This time, Jared said Ashley had met up with a man named Demetrius Taylor. He gave Christine several phone numbers of Demetrius, but none of them worked. When Christine finally managed to reach Demetrius, he denied knowing Ashley or having seen her at all. More and more of Ashley's friends came forward with the same concern. Jared was lying. He was hiding something, and police needed to find him as soon as possible. Ashley had gone missing on November 28th, and now 4 days had passed with no sign of her. Christine immediately called the police. Around the same time, Mario Nelson also contacted officers. After seeing people searching through the trash outside, Mario said he had gone to check the basement and found something alarming.
Did you call?
Yeah, we both called.
So who are you looking for?
Nobody. Listen. The thing is, well, we can walk back here.
Y'all should go look back there.
Yeah, I want y'all to come see. My neighbor, he act kind of strange. He do some smoke weed and all that.
And this is his house?
Yeah, no.
We never see him.
Is he there right now, do you know?
We don't know. That's why I'm like whispering and whatever. But look, a couple days ago he called me upstairs and there was a white female up there. He introduced me here. I don't remember her name, but this is my friend Raul. So a couple days go by and her car was still here.
Okay.
And like he asked me, the keys were in there.
As far as you know, she didn't live there.
No, she don't live here. But we just were in the house watching a movie and somebody was snooping through the trash can. And for the last couple of days, our apartment just had this real bad smell, you know what I'm saying? And she been telling me go in the basement for some time now.
A strong sewage-like smell was coming from the basement. When Mario went down to look, he saw a tarp on the floor. Then he saw blood oozing out of it.
So I go in the basement to check the pipe, see if the sewage that flooded or something. Yeah. It's nothing, but it's a tarp at the end of the stairs if I stepped over it. But when I come back, I'm shining my flashlight and it looks like some blood is leaking from under it. And I ain't gonna touch it because I don't want to lift that up and see none of that. So I don't know
Does he drive a car?
His car is back there.
Okay, and is her car back there too?
No, he moved it.
Well, he moved it or she's gone?
Sir, honestly,
you don't know.
I don't know, but somebody was just saying their friend is missing and they were looking through his trash.
Oh, okay, so you guys didn't call. How did you guys find out about it?
We called. We're the ones who called.
That said that this other person was looking through the trash can?
Oh, no, we just seen them snooping around the house, so we asked them what they were doing, and we seen them looking in the trash.
Okay.
I went in the basement and just seen a tarp.
The door's open right now, the basement door.
Okay.
The basement door was just steps away from the entrance to Jared's apartment. It had its own separate access, and according to Mario, neither he nor Jared had a key to get inside.
Can you? Let's get everybody back out. Let me see it too.
When police lifted the tarp, they discovered a female. Officers also found several unfired .22 caliber bullets, along with 2 spent shell casings. The casings were hidden inside a furnace duct that ran from the basement up into the apartment where Jared lived.
He told me to help him get downstairs. He asked me, could I unlock the door for him?
Okay.
You know, like, he's asked me that several times.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I never got the chance to. I told him I would, but then she had told me he'd be in the basement already. So I was like, what would he want me to, why he keep telling me to unlock the basement for him?
Was there anybody that came by here that said you need to go check what's in the basement?
No.
Nobody?
No.
He's the only one that's asked about the basement.
She told me to check in the basement because the house started to smell.
Okay.
And she said he been doing a lot of shit, like we hear bumping all the time.
Okay.
So she like, go check. She been telling me that for a couple days.
Gotcha.
And I just never did it. So today I'm like, damn. Let me, you know what I'm saying, go in the basement. And she told me to lift the tarp up. But I'm like, I'm going to wait because let me see if anybody down here. I walk through the basement and then I come back and I just shine my light. That's when I seen it coming from.
Did you happen to touch that tarp?
No.
Okay.
No.
Did she touch the tarp?
No. She didn't even go down there. It was just me.
Okay.
As police expanded their search around the apartment building, they uncovered even more. They found a saw blade. They also found the black trash can and the mop on the back porch of Jared's apartment, the same one Ashley's friend made the video of. Several of those items tested positive for human blood. Inside Jared's apartment, police located many of Ashley's belongings. One thing was still missing: her car. At first, Mario was hesitant about the car, but after continued questioning, he admitted the truth.
That was on the 29th when you asked me to can I tell him move the car.
Yeah, you got text messages from him?
This was from her, but I got
okay, don't delete anything.
Oh, no,
okay.
Yeah.
Did he?
Mario told police that on November 29th, Jared had asked him to break into Ashley's car.
He asked you to pop the lock a couple of days ago.
He said the keys were in the ignition, and he said they locked. However, the keys stuck in the ignition, bro. You could help me get in this car.
Right.
And he had already had the door pried open.
Okay.
So I'm like, get a wire hanger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he get a wire hanger, and we slip it through and pop the trunk. And I climbed through the trunk, push the seat down, climb through the trunk, and unlock the door.
Investigators believed Jared had moved the car to make it appear as though Ashley had left his apartment. They started a grid search in the area, and on December 3rd, police found it just a few blocks away from the apartment building. The car showed clear signs of forced entry. The door had been pried open, exactly as Mario had described. Ashley's vehicle was immediately towed to a secure impound lot for forensic testing. Inside the trunk, investigators found human blood. Police believed Jared had used Ashley's own car to move and dump her head, feet, and hands. As the investigation continued, people who knew Jared began speaking up. Many described him as unstable and unpredictable.
When he was drinking or when he was high, which was most of the time, he could get set off pretty easily. He actually stopped talking to Ashley and gave her the cold shoulder a couple of weeks ago because he said, oh, well, you blamed me for breaking into your house. He did break into her house. This was in 2012 or 13. I think it was 13.
Several of Ashley's friends had warned her about him over the years. Jared Chance had a long criminal history dating back to his teenage years. He had more than 30 run-ins with law enforcement. His record included shoplifting, underage drinking, traffic violations, and possession of prohibited narcotics. In 2010, Jared was arrested after breaking into an ex-girlfriend's home. With the amount of evidence stacking up against Jared Chance, police issued an arrest warrant, and officers headed straight to his parents' home in Holland, Michigan.
Police on the search warrant! Come to the door! Grand Rapids Police! Anyone inside on the main floor? Make yourself known! Grand Rapids Police! Anyone here on the main floor? Call out to the sound of my voice, police department!
4 people were taken into custody at the scene. Jared's father, James Chance, his mother, Barbara Chance, his younger brother, Conrad, and of course, 30-year-old Jared Chance himself. Jared was charged with mutilation of a dead body and concealing a death. What followed were brief interactions with police. Jared didn't cooperate. He didn't answer questions. He asked for an attorney almost immediately. After everyone was processed, detectives began interviewing the family. That's when they learned that on December 1st, Jared called his mother and asked for a ride back to Holland.
He gets in the car with you, and you return to Holland right away.
Right. Although I think, and then I forgot to say this because I didn't remember till later on, till I found a receipt. I had to go to the bathroom and I stopped at Costco's. And so we all got out of the car.
Barbara, James, and Conrad left Holland right away. Within 50 minutes, they were outside Jared's apartment in Grand Rapids.
Did he carry anything into Costco? Not in a bag? Okay. How about a shower curtain? Did you ever see a shower curtain?
I don't know.
They helped load boxes into their car and left. Boxes filled with human cleaning supplies and equipment.
We must have had that stuff in the car because I brought him home, not knowing what was going on. And I thought the stuff he was getting was some stuff from work, because there were boots in one item that looked like work clothes.
Okay.
They claimed they noticed nothing suspicious. That explanation was difficult to accept, especially considering James Chance wasn't just anyone. He was a retired police officer, someone who understood evidence, crime scenes, and consequences.
So, returned to Holland.
Right.
And then, are some things unloaded out of the Honda? Okay. Tell me where'd you park? Where?
I parked out. I think I put the car in the garage and locked it up.
And all those things that he
made
put in there, or directed to be put in there, stayed in there overnight?
Right, except I think he did take out his backpack with him. I didn't know if that he had clothes in there or what.
Mm-hmm.
They also stopped at Costco, a stop they first denied and later admitted to, raising suspicion that the murder weapon may have been disposed of there. They also found a skill saw hidden beneath a couch in the living room. Testing showed it contained human blood and tissue.
I'm going to show you the saw okay? I want to ask you if you've seen this before. This is your couch in your living room. Have you ever seen this saw?
Don't remember. I don't remember.
He called you up Saturday morning, panicky. You didn't take this saw to him?
No.
Okay.
No.
Best of your knowledge, have you ever touched this saw?
Not that I remember.
Okay.
I don't remember seeing it. I don't remember if it's even ours. I mean, I don't know where, it just doesn't look familiar to me.
Okay. I've reached out to Skill, and I've had a couple of conversations. We're trying to track this saw and the origins of it. So
right.
You've never seen it?
I don't remember us having anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And manic-like.
Manic, meaning, I'm trying to think what manic would be.
Kind of, just leave me alone. He didn't want to be bothered. And I said, what's going on? And he said, I just got to get rid of stuff. And I knew that. I said, well, whatever's in here, I'm not getting rid of nothing.
He said, I got to get rid of stuff. This is on the right back?
Right.
Okay.
On the right, yeah. I'm not going to get rid of nothing.
When he says that, what's the first thought?
I said, well, what's going on? He says, nothing.
And he told you the day before you'd gotten fired.
Right.
And then he makes that comment. You said, I'm not getting rid of anything.
And in my mind, I'm thinking, I'm not going to get rid of it because I don't know what any of this stuff is, and I don't want to be involved in it.
Mm-hmm.
On December 2nd, the same day Ashley's was discovered, Jared confessed to his parents.
Thursday, they must have been out partying. Mm-hmm. And then he did all the stuff, or they were partying on Friday, or whatever they were doing, and apparently they were fooling off a gun. And according to him, she pointed that gun at herself and shot herself in the face. And he panicked, big time. And he had being under the influence of alcohol, his frontal brain is not working at all. So all he could think about was going to prison. And instead of trying to help her, calling 911, this was my take on it. Instead of trying to call 911 to get her help, he panicked and decided to do what he did.
According to Jared, he didn't kill Ashley. She was a good friend and he was shocked by what happened. He told them he was high on drugs and alcohol and panicked, believing police wouldn't believe him. So he tried to clean up the apartment instead.
He told me Sunday morning what he had done. I had a question about it. Is this what you did?
What did he tell you?
Well, I told him, he told me that, I told him he was crying and weeping and was carrying on that I did something awful. And he's talking about her. And I said, I came to the point where I said, did you cover her up? And he said, yeah, he did that.
What makes you think to ask that?
I don't know, given some of the stuff he was saying.
What do you remember him saying? That's kind of a peculiar question. He must have said something.
Well, he was crying and weeping and telling me stuff he did to her. I think that was probably it. You know, and he might have been telling me that. Maybe it came through what happened to her. I don't know exactly, man. It was an emotional moment.
No, for sure.
Up.
For a retired police officer, James had no convincing answer. James later told detectives that by the time they arrived in Grand Rapids, Jared had already dumped body parts into various dumpsters around the city.
Did he say what he did with the parts of the body?
Well, he said it sounded like he distributed them all over. You know, I'm inferring to a lot of things to what he was saying.
That's real important.
Yeah.
That's real important. That's what we need to know.
And he needs to fess up on that, and tell. And that's my opinion. He needs to fess up on that and tell him or show him where that parts are at. And it may be too late.
The family's version of events claimed Ashley shot herself in the head during the early hours of November 29th. About 12 hours later, Jared began dismembering her body in his apartment, and then attempted to clean the scene and hide what remained in the basement. If Ashley was shot as Jared claimed, the missing head could confirm it.
The decomposure thing, plus the head is evidence of the shot. You know,
if indeed that's what happened, then we have to find this head, because that verifies.
Man, if I knew where that head was at, I don't know, unless.
After the confession, James said he drove Jared to the Grand Rapids Police Department. He told the person at the front desk they might have information about missing Ashley Young, but police refused to speak with them and told them to take the information back to Kalamazoo. Police strongly disputed that account. Investigators said they attempted to speak with Jared, but James demanded an attorney for his son, which immediately ended any questioning.
Yeah, well, apparently this guy came into the PD to talk to Pat today, and then said that he only wanted to talk if he spoke, if he had an attorney present, he wanted to speak. So he wanted to talk, but he didn't want to talk.
James then drove Jared back home. Later that night, Jared Chance was arrested at his parents' house. Detectives attempted to clear up the confusion surrounding the earlier visit with Jared in the interview room.
No, I just came in because I read on Facebook that the last person this person was with was me, so I was just concerned and trying to get some information about it. But my dad just recommended me to just ask for the advice of attorney, and because I don't really know what the hell's going on, so I don't want to sit here and talk about shit that may incriminate me or whatever in any kind of way, because I don't know what's going on. So I just don't want to say nothing right now. But I came in earlier just to say that, here I am. I'm not hiding from you. You know, you guys are at my house right now searching it, so.
James told his son to do the right thing, but investigators weren't interested.
With me and my dad, and so he was just trying to bring me down here to do the right thing and just let everybody know.
Sure. So you live over in Franklin?
Yeah.
In the upstairs? So your dad doesn't live over there? Where's your dad from?
He's from Holland.
He's from Holland? Is that where you're originally from? Okay.
Jared was read his rights. He chose to exercise them.
This waiver says, I've been advised of and understand each of the above constitutional rights, and I'm willing to answer questions. And it's December 2nd.
So I was just saying that I'm waiving my rights, because I'm not trying to waive my rights. I want an attorney before I say anything.
With that, his interview ended, but his parents were still trying to help him. James told police that Jared owned a .22 caliber long barrel pistol.
What did he have?
It was a long barrel gun, dark in color, and it was yeah.
When you say long barrel, you're talking about a pistol or like a rifle or a shotgun?
Pistol. It was a .22.
Jared did own the gun, but he didn't have ammunition. Detectives later learned Jared had asked a friend to buy ammo for him.
Yeah, I know that he had asked for something like a while ago, but No, I mean, he had mentioned, actually I did purchase something for him.
You did or she did?
I did. So,
What did you buy?
Just some 22 bullets, for like a shotgun or something, or a rifle, I don't know.
Were they long ones?
They were, no, just the short ones.
Okay.
The first bullets he bought didn't fit the gun. Jared asked again, and the second time, the correct ammunition was purchased.
And you bought 22, but it was the wrong kind?
Yeah, well, see, okay, so we got the first ones initially. I got them for him. They didn't fit, so we went back to the store, and I got some for him. So I guess there was 2 separate transactions.
James claimed the weapon used to shoot Ashley was Jared's pistol. Police recovered 2 spent shell casings in the basement and several unfired rounds inside the apartment. The gun itself was never found.
Where's that gun?
Where's what gun?
The gun that
he had?
Jared had.
I don't know. If I knew, I'd tell you.
Okay. So he tells you that she pointed the gun at herself and shot herself.
He described it. He said she pointed a gun at herself and shot herself in the face, and he blew his mind,
According to James, Jared disposed of the weapon before contacting his family.
You had to have asked, what'd you do with the gun? What did he say? What did he say to you?
I didn't ask him where the gun was at. I didn't ask him where the gun was at. I don't remember asking him where the gun was at.
No. Okay.
It might have been in that box. That shit might have been...
The box you're talking about?
Might have been in that box, or it might have been in the van in the back, in the CRV in the bag.
He later admitted Jared didn't just load boxes from the apartment into their car. He also made them stop near where Ashley's car was parked and transferred boxes from her vehicle into theirs.
So as far as you recall, those boxes were in her car, and you've never met her, or have you met?
Other than I seen her on the screen, TV screen.
How do you know it was her car?
We didn't know.
Well, you told me twice you went to her car. You know now.
I have to rephrase that. I know it's her car now, but we went to a car.
Okay, how do you know that's her car now?
Because I was shown that car. I can't talk about that trial, remember?
Oh, okay. So that's in an interview that
was at the trial.
Okay.
How could James claim he didn't know whose car it was? His son was panicked, clearly trying to flee town, and somehow no one questioned why they were moving boxes from a random parked car.
Did you ask him whose car that was? Because at the time you didn't know.
No, I didn't.
Okay. You drove around.
I didn't get investigated.
You drove around looking for the car. I mean, at some point you got to say, why is this car so important, Jared? Why is it about this car that we have to find it? I mean, you had to have asked that. It took you a while to find it.
Well, it was frustrating to try to find it. We finally located it.
Okay.
Because he wasn't sure about the streets. When you're under the influence, you don't remember too well.
No, was he? Do you think he was high?
No. When he parked it, he must have parked it. He must have used that car for something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he could have used that car to do the depositing.
For sure.
Her car that had license on it. Mm-hmm. Nobody was going to stop him.
Yeah.
So he might have used that car to do all his depositing.
Mm-hmm.
When Barbara was asked about stops along the way, she said they only stopped at Walmart. When detectives asked James the same question, his answers didn't match.
And we did stop at was it Mini Mart? I think it was. Yeah, we stopped at Mini Mart.
Were you guys in the car waiting for him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think Jared went in there.
Okay.
But and then I don't think we stopped anyplace else.
Okay.
I think it was Mini Mart.
Detectives eventually obtained surveillance footage from the liquor store. James had claimed that only Jared went inside, but the video told a different story. It showed only Barbara staying in the car. After James and Conrad entered the store, the footage captured Jared throwing an orange bag into a trash can. The entire stop lasted just 4 minutes. Police searched the dumpsters and found the bag. Inside were clothing items, prescription bottles with Ashley's name on them, and a purse containing her driver's license and school identification.
After leaving her car and putting the stuff in the Honda, did you guys go right back to Holland that way, then, or did you stop anywhere else?
I don't recall stopping any place else, and I'm not playing games.
No, that's fine if you don't.
No, I don't recall him stopping any place else.
At that point, detectives knew James and Barbara were lying. They were trying to hide the dump sites, hoping police wouldn't recover evidence that tied everything back to Jared.
Why did you call Jared the suspect?
Well, what are you getting at? Sorry, ask me that question.
I'll tell you what I'm getting at. I think there's more to this story. And I think you know more, and that's what I need you to tell me.
What do you think I know? You tell me.
I don't know.
Maybe there's something I'm missing that I do know, and I'm glad that...
I do know this. I've been in Jared's apartment. We wrote a search warrant and all that, all right? There's returns and there are copies and all that stuff. You know, I remember how that goes. I've been in Jared's apartment. What we find in the apartment does not match up with this version that he's supposedly given you and Mrs. Chance Sunday morning, okay?
Back at Jared's apartment, police found an empty bottle of ammonia and an empty box of blue latex gloves in the trash. Surveillance footage from nearby stores showed Jared making multiple purchases on November 29th and December 1st, buying ammonia, gloves, and trash bags.
I need you to tell me exactly what Jared told you, all right? We need to know exactly what he told you about what he did.
Gosh, man, all I heard was the cutting up thing, and I thought, and him bawling and crying and carrying on. I did something awful. I don't know why, I couldn't stop. I was afraid. He said I drove around for a while, and I couldn't figure out what to do. Got this dead girl up in my apartment. I don't even know if he said that. He said it that way, but she's there. I don't know whether she's alive or dead. He drove around and then he came back, and that must have been when he made his stupid choice of trying to conceal the body, or some way concealing the identity of her so that nobody could know who she is.
We both know that woman didn't shoot herself, don't we?
I don't know. I really don't know that. I'm going by what he told me.
Maybe that's what he told you initially.
So you think he shot her?
I do.
Well,
I do, and I think you do too.
I want him to feel exactly what that body felt when he did whatever he did to it, because I'm assuming he mutilated it. Because if they can't tell by her face who she is, then he mutilated her. I'm not stupid. I wasn't born yesterday.
James and Barbara Chance were charged with perjury and accessory after the fact. Investigators believed they knew their son had murdered and dismembered Ashley, and that they had actively helped him conceal evidence. Jared Chance was charged with murder. Prosecutors offered him a plea deal, minimum of 30 years in exchange for a full confession, and information that could help Ashley's family recover the rest of her remains. Jared refused. His trial began in September 2019, and the jury found Jared Chance guilty of second-degree murder and multiple counts of tampering with evidence. In October 2019, Jared was sentenced to 100 to 200 years for second-degree murder. He received additional sentences ranging from 10 to 100 years for each count of evidence tampering. He would have to serve at least 100 years before becoming eligible for parole. James and Barbara Chance were sentenced for their roles as accessories after the fact. James Chance received just 30 days in the Kent County Jail. Barbara Chance was sentenced to just 45 days. Ashley Young never made it to her meeting with her mother. She never signed that lease, and while much of her was recovered, some parts of her were never found. What remained was the truth, laid out piece by piece, and a family left to live with what Jared Chance destroyed. Thanks for watching the channel. See you in the next one.